Hey there, powerful community. So in today's video, we're going to get into kind of the basics of why I program, what I program, or how all this is meant to work, because I've gotten a couple questions regarding why the same exercises, or why is it so repetitive? Why is it so boring? Things of that nature. And so I want to help you understand that there is a method to my madness, and it will get you to the results that you want, even though you may not find it as entertaining or fun as a bunch of different variety like bootcamp classes and things of that nature. And if you've gone down that route and you are training with us, chances are I did not get the results you want, and that's why you're here. So you just got to trust the process and ensure that I do indeed have your results in mind, and we will get there. But the reason this is important to where this comes from is a little bit of science or sports information regarding the said principle. So this is used not just in exercise, but just in any kind of human adaptation or change. And the said principle stands for specific adaptation to impose demand. Basically, what that means in a nutshell is that if you want something to get better, or you want to get better at a thing, you should do that thing, right? So if you want to be better at playing chess, you play chess, not poker. If you want to get better at running, you run, not swim. If you want to get a more long, lean, feminine, powerful, curved body, then you're going to have to lift weights, not do Pilates, for example. So they all have their purpose, and they all can fit into a training program somewhere. But if you want the specific thing, then you have to do the thing that gets you that result. And in that regards to exercise, that's where there are only a few what we call movement patterns. And this means that given a normal functioning human body, it will move the same way as another normal functioning human body. And that's because of the way that the muscles and joints are in the body. They make the body move in a certain way. So like your elbow flexes the same way my elbow does, and my knee flexes the same way yours does, given a little bit of variance for range of motion in each person. But that being said, because we are nothing more than a bunch of muscles and joints stacked on top of one another, then if you want to get results in regards to chiseling that muscle, then there are certain exercises that you should do that target that muscle. And the powers that be have named these like the 7 essential movement patterns. So within each of these patterns, you'll have a multitude of different exercises, but it's still the same pattern. So whether you squat like this, or you squat holding a kettlebell, or you squat with a barbell on your back, or you squat with a barbell in front of you, you do sumo stance, you do narrow stance, it's all still the squat. And the hip hinge the same way. So it doesn't matter if you're on the floor doing glute bridges or hip thrust off of a bench, or if you're standing up like here with a kettlebell and bending over, you're still doing the hip hinge, and that will still work your glutes. So that's why you see kind of the same exercises, or at least the same movement patterns in your programs. And then I just do what's known as progressive overload. Progressive overload just simply means trying to make the exercise a little bit harder next time you revisit it, because again, specific adaptation to impose demand. As long as we create an additional demand or need for the muscle to change or the body to develop, then it will. If we stop requesting development, then it won't. So that's why we will take the hip thrust and then over time increase either the reps, increase the reps and sets, or increase the reps, sets, and even the weight, right? Those are just a few ways to modify the demand of the hip thrust. And then over time, I can modify the hip thrust to be from the ground to just the body weight with your back supported on the bench, then on the bench with the barbell, then on the bench with the barbell and with your feet elevated, because each of those require a different level of intensity and recruitment from the muscles. So that's how we are able to basically continue lifting forever, because this is a lifestyle, and you can continue to get results. if you didn't adapt to new stimuli or make the exercise harder or be able to add more weight or something to that effect, then eventually the body just stops developing and you plateau. So this is important, especially if you are seeing that you were not getting results in previous programs or previous training protocols. It may be because either A, it wasn't targeted properly, or B, you got bored with it and didn't put in the effort to continue through, or C, you weren't putting in enough effort or intensity, even though it was correct. So all of this is just to say and give some oversight for you all that this is the way to get the results you want in regards to powerful curves. So if you're looking for long, lean, feminine curves, like i.e. reduce belly fat, grow your glutes, tone up your arms, that is exactly what this program is designed to do. And it's meant to do it over a long period of time. As you saw in other videos, women don't build muscle as quick or nearly as easily and lose fat as easily as men. So therefore you have to look at this through a long-term lens. And there are multiple phases that I built in here with different weeks. So there's about 2 years worth of training volume that I put into the PowHERful Curves program, just giving you ladies a sneak peek behind the curtain. So again, to wrap it up, there is a method to the madness, and this will work if you allow it to, and if you put in your maximum effort in each training session that you're able to complete. And that's really it. So hopefully it shed some light on the rhyme and reason and the why behind all this. And I hope you all enjoyed it. So until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible, and stay powerful, ladies. See ya.